Okay.
So our classes are going on practice of medicine. Okay, practice of medicine. So in the practice of medicines, completed number of chapters like infectious diseases, digestive system. Okay, and urinary system, respiratory system, cardiovascular system, and endocrine system. Okay, so in this practice of medicine, we have one chapter left, that is nervous system. Other than that, we have uh, dermatology also, but we will discuss in dermatology section. ENT is there, we will discuss in ENT separately, and we have pediatric, psychiatric. So all those we'll discuss at different as a subject, okay, not as a in included in the practice of medicine. Okay, so here we have ophthalmology, ENT, okay, and we have gynecology, obstetric. So all this we will pediatric. Everything we will discuss as a subject. Okay. So here we have the chapter that is nervous system. Nervous system. So first of all, we will discuss the anatomy and physiology portion as a revision, and then we will talk about the diseases belongs to nervous system. So basically, we all know that our body is controlled by two systems. Okay. So basically, this systems control our body, but other systems contribute our body to do normal function, normal daily activities, and whatever requirement is necessary for our body. So they do their work. But nervous system and other than nervous system, we have endocrine system. First is nervous system. Other than nervous system, we have endocrine system. So these both systems help us to regularize the function of the body and the function of the body in a normal manner. Okay, primarily secondary is that regularization means continuously we have to do this work at the particular time. So this is guided by these two systems. Okay, so normal function and regularization of the function both are connected with nervous system and endocrine system. So basically nervous system is connected to the other systems with the help of nerves. Okay, they are fibers, long, we have long nerves, short nerves. Okay, we will discuss in the anatomy physiology part. But endocrine system, they are connected with the hormones. They have the glands in the particular area in the body. They will release some type of chemical substance in the bloodstream. So the hormones reach to the particular target area, and that hormone affect that area, and the area will do whatever the necessary function. Okay. So like example, we have thyroid gland in the throat region. So they release T3 hormones in the bloodstream for metabolism. Okay, absorption of calcium, absorption of the nutrition. Okay. So with the help of T3, it is possible to do. But if there is no T3, the metabolism will not happen. So we will call as hypothyroidism. Okay. If there is more T3 in the bloodstream and more metabolism occurs, whatever we call, we'll call hyperthyroidism, because thyroid gland is releasing number of hormones in the bloodstream. So the metabolism is going very rapidly. that the energy production is happening very intensive. Okay, so both are very dangerous. More than hyper is very dangerous because it is uh, doing very rapid metabolism in the body. Okay, so but if there is normal function, what will happen? Metabolism occurs at the regular work, regular time, regular interval. Okay, then they need whenever they have to do. Okay, so these two systems are very important for the body. Okay, for normal functioning. So we will discuss here nervous system. Already we will discuss or discussed endocrine system. So nervous system. So in the nervous system, so why the nervous system is there? This is also a very important, and all the orders are passed by this system only. So we have two things here in the nervous system. We have central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Okay. So in the central nervous system, we have brain and spinal cord. In the peripheral nervous system, we have cranial nerves and we have spinal nerves. So all these are for our control. Okay. So let's see the book and we will discuss and we will revise very fast. So in the nervous system, we have two things, that is peripheral nervous system and we have central nervous system. In the central nervous system, we have brain and spinal cord. In the peripheral nervous system, we have cranial nerves and spinal nerves. So in the peripheral nervous system, we have autonomic nervous system. Okay, ANS we will discuss. So basically, the every system has a cell, okay, tissues, organ, and then system. So in that we have the organ, that is nerve tissue. Okay, so it is made up of neurons. Nerve cell is made up of, or single nerve is also known as neuron or nerve fibers. Both are same name. So we have very important function. Other than the function, you can see this diagram. This is the neuron. Okay, these ends are axon, terminal ends, and we will call all these are axon. So this is the cell body. Okay, and these are the myelin sheath. Okay, and we have dendrites. Okay, dendroids also, you can see this is the cell body. We have dendroids. Okay, and other than that, we have, you can see this is the covering. This is the nerve fiber. This is wrapped with a sheet that is called myelin sheath. You can see this is the symbol. And in the myelin sheath, we have squam cell. Okay, this is very important. And we have in the between, we have gaps that is called node of Ranvier. You can see this is the axon. This is the wrap-like structure, that is the myelin sheath. In the myelin sheath, we have neurolemma. Okay, here we will discuss everything. Dendroids. What will the dendroids do? It will transmit whatever information is there toward the cell body. So it will accumulate all the information from other neurons and it will give to the cell body. What axon do? Axon, it will it will transfer the information from the cell body to the other neuron or other place. Okay, so in this, what we will call electrical nerve impulse. Okay, already you saw the squam cells. What they do? Squam cells. Okay, squam cells do they do? They are the uh, membrane. Okay, because of the myelin sheath. Okay, myelin sheath, it will protect the damaging of axon whenever the nerve impulse travels first thing, and the nerve impulse travel very rapidly due to the myelin sheath. Okay, and between the space we will call myelin sheath squam cells. Here you can see that this is the node of Ranvier. Okay, so this is due to the passage will stop and it will go very rapidly due to those myelin sheath. Okay, so these are the things we have to remember. Okay, and there are the other cells also already we discussed, and the anatomy physiology class, so I will not repeat here. And the second thing we have remember that is the synapse. You can see that this is a one end of the nerve cell. Okay, this is the another end of the nerve cell. So it is transferring the information to the other nerve cell, or this is the nerve cell, or is the muscular cell, or any other cell of the body. Okay, it is giving information to the other cell. How this happens? You can see. So this is called, as its end, we will call synaptic neuron. What we will call synaptic neuron. And this is the area postsynaptic neuron. This is the presynaptic neuron. It is axon because axon has the information it is giving to the dendroid. It will call axon presymmetric neuron. This is dendroid postsynaptic neuron. Okay, so all the information is having through this axon is traveled to this dendroid with the help of neurotransmitters. These are the balls called vehicles. In this we have neurotransmitters. So these neurotransmitters, with the help of mitochondria, with the energy, the electrical impulse will activate this neurons or neurotransmitters. So it will travel outside this axon and it will bind with receptor. We have receptor. What the name of this neurotransmitters? Acetylcholine. So acetylcholine bind with the receptors and it will transport the sodium into this ax dendroid. So then the whatever information is coming from this axon is traveled to this dendroids. It's simple. Okay. So after the transformation, what will happen? There is the inactivator. So it will rupture the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Okay, this is the inactivator called cholinesterase. Cholinesterase. So cholinesterase will damage that acetylcholine. Now what will happen? The doors will close and sodium will not enter. Okay, so this is the we'll call synaptic or synapse. Okay, so in that two transmitters are very important. One is activator, another one is deactivator. One activator is acetylcholine, and another one is cholinesterase. Okay, this is the thing we have to. We already studied, but here I am remembering or revising here. So this is the one diagram of here. This is called spinal cord. This is the muscle. So how the muscles are working? You can have the three types of neurons. One is sensory neuron, another one is motor neuron, and third one is interneuron. Sensory neuron will take the sense from the outer part of the body or inner part of the body to the brain or spinal cord, and the motor neurons which take information from the brain to the outer part or inner part of the body from the brain or spinal cord. And the interneuron both works. They will work as sensory sometime motor, both. Okay. So here spinal cord is there. You can see this is the interneuron. Here it is connected to the motor. It is connected to the sensory. Okay, this is the synapse. Means if, now just we talked about synapse, the information. changes of information is there. This is the spinal cord, the gray matter. This is the white matter. What is gray matter? What is white matter? We'll discuss. So here the information is going from this area to this area to this area, or else this is the sensory neuron. So whatever information is there, with the help of receptor, it reach to the nerves, nerve endings. So here the dendroid. This is the dendroid, and this is the cell body. Okay, and this is the information is the root. What we will call axon. Okay, axon, and this is the interneuron. Okay, this cell body will order about this function here. What will happen? It is go through the spinal cord. From the spinal cord to the interneuron, it will enter into the axon, axon to the muscle ending, and we have the effector area. Okay, this is the receptor area. This is the effector area. So this is how the function of the this neuron will happen and how this works. Okay, we have spinal nerves. Okay, we know that cervical area. This area is cervical. This is thoracic area, T12, lumbar area, and sacrum area and coccyx area. So we have totally 33 pairs of nerves in the spinal cord, which is very, very important. Okay, so you have to know that which area is supplying which area. C3, C4, C5 is supplying till the diaphragm and shoulders, and we have upper hand and the other things C5, C6, C7, C8 till T1. It is the muscle of posterior arm, forearm, hand, thumb, and two fingers. And after that, also, all these details are here. Okay, you can go through that. Next, we have the reflex arc. Already, we know that how the sensory thing how the sensory neurons take the information to the cell body from the dorsal region to ventral region. It will take the information. It will affect that muscle. Effector and receptor receive the information to the sensory nerve and affect the information to the motor nerve to the target area. Okay, so these are the reflexes. Now the main thing is that spinal cord. So after spinal cord we have brain. So after that we have the main organ, that is brain. So in the brain we have a number of parts. Okay, we have medulla, pons, and midbrain. Okay, in the brain we have cerebellum, hypothalamus, cerebrum. Okay, so we will discuss all these areas. You can see that this is the cerebellum. Okay, and this area is midbrain. This is midbrain. Okay, this area is midbrain. This is pons. This is medulla. This is the spinal cord. From that area, this is spinal cord. This is still is brain, the cerebellum. And we have frontal lobe, we have parietal lobe, and occipital lobe, and we have temporal lobe. In the temporal lobe, we have number of things that lies thalamus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, very important glands. Hypothalamus, thalamus, very important. Pituitary gland are very, very important. And hippocampus and limbic area, all these are present in that area, like this area. Okay. So first we will talk about the ventricles. Ventricles are the space in that we have the cerebrospinal fluid, okay, in that will circulate throughout the brain and throughout the spinal cord to maintain the weight barrier of the brain and spinal cord. Okay, we will discuss this meningi. Okay, here next is medulla. Medulla is very, very important. Whatever vital signs like cardiac, heart rate, okay, and the basal constriction and construction and what we call second is the constriction of the vessel, and the release of constriction of the vessel is done by this medulla. Okay, so this is very important. So any damage this hospital area medulla, it is very dangerous, patient can die. Okay, so and the other is reflexes like coughing. If it is coughing is not stop, means there is a issue in the medulla also. Sneezing, swallowing, and vomiting, all are related with the medulla. So medulla is controlling your heart rate, medulla is controlling your blood pressure, PP, breathing. Okay, medulla is controlling your blood diameter, blood vessel diameters, and it is having the reflexes while anything is triggered in the lung for cough, for vomiting, for swallowing and sneezing also. Sneezing, vomiting, swallowing, and coughing also. Okay, so all these are situated in medulla. So whenever a patient come to your clinic, if it have vomiting or anything that is not controlling, so you have to think of medulla also. Okay, is there any issue or any stress related issues or any issues regarding medulla also can be added. So that's why we'll add F1. So if you controlling of uh, cough, okay, whenever cough is not controlled. Next we have pons, very important. It have respiratory centers. Like medulla have breathing centers and heart rate centers. Pons have respiratory centers. Okay, this is very important. Next, you have midbrain. Okay, it is connected with or not only connected, it is nearby mid ventricles. Okay, it have reflexes. Okay, visual reflexes, auditory reflexes. Okay, visual area also very important. So whenever you will turn your face, whenever a sound comes, so it is due to the midbrain, or if you saw anything, you are seeing that thing, which is due to the reflexes of eyes, reflexes of ear, very important. Okay, it is also related to the balancing. So here, medulla, pons, and midbrain are very, very important. Okay. Next, we have cerebellum. Cerebellum is also very important. It is very important for balancing. Okay. Whenever you are suddenly someone calls you, suddenly what will happen? You will turn, but you will not fall. Okay. Suddenly you will take one cup of tea and you are drinking with the help of one single two three fingers. It is balancing, and you are picking some uh, ball and kicking your ball. Okay. Now with one leg, and you are still standing. You are not falling. Means it is due to the cerebellum. Due to the cerebellum. So these are the very important things. Okay. So this will give you the health of the brain, how the patient balancing is there, how his respiratory centers are there. Okay. Everything will give you the details of medulla, pons, cerebellum, and midbrain. Okay. So other than we have hypothalamus, thalamus, cerebrum, all these things we will discuss tomorrow. And other than that, we have very important cranial nerves also there. So we will discuss cranial nerves also. So how many there are 12 cranial nerves. Okay. So it is very important to us to identify the cranial nerves. Okay. So here we will stop our discussion. We will discuss tomorrow. Okay. If any doubts, kindly ask. Thank you.